when you start adding those pieces together, the dollar, well, then what does that mean? Well, then that means that they're going to force service. And then when you're forced into service, if you don't go along with it, then you're labeled a terrorist.
Yeah.
You start to see.
Hey, John, I'm losing you, man. You got a bad connection there.
Sorry about that.
Okay, now.
Well, anyways, as I was saying, you start to see the picture as a whole come into view.
Yep.
And it's not pretty.
No, it isn't. Which is, would you agree with me that people should stand up against this? I mean, I don't think we should lie down on it.
Well, the thing is, I don't think anybody really needs to lie down for this. And I don't really think that you have to. A lot of people in the I guess you could say conspiracy community have already resigned themselves to the fact that it's too late.
Yeah.
We can't do anything about it now. It's
Yep.
It's too far gone. This situation is out of hand, and we're not going to be able to get back on the right track. But I think just thinking.
Okay, we seem to be having some technical issues here. I don't know what's going on, but...
There we go.
Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds way better. Must be a...
No, I'm in a different part of the hut to switch phones.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Yep.
So, but, you never... To me, it's never... You're never too far gone. You can always resist, and you always should resist, because it's one of those things where you as long as you are still drawing breath, you still have a say in the outcome. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
But a lot of people don't see it that way. Oh, what can I do? Or I'm just one person. Well, if you're just one person, then one person says something, then another person will start listening, and then pretty soon you have a group of people that are willing to take action.
Which is kind of like what Alex Jones has essentially done. I mean, he's got 3 million people backing him right now, probably more than that, if you do the math.
Come here. Yeah, it's one of those things where, and it's never done, and I mean, he's the most vocal person out there right now because he's got such a big platform. But I think it's incumbent upon everybody to go out there and to do your best, or even if it's just to make a YouTube video and throw it up on YouTube, or if it's I was actually out yesterday going Halloween shopping for Halloween costume, and just on some random street corner, there's a guy sitting there bullhorning. You know what I mean? And it just takes that. You do what your resources allow for.
Yep.
You don't have to have millions of dollars to be able to go out and get the truth out there. You just basically have to go out there, and you can do what your budget allows. Post billboards, or talk to a friend, or even text message somebody, forward an email, do whatever your budget allows you to do to get the message out.
Or even just build a website, put it up there. Get
up here. Time to get dressed. Sorry about that.
So, that's okay, but even building a website is a valuable tool. I mean, I've got the KDCH 710 website, which has the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and the Declaration of Independence on there. And I've got another website that's dedicated to educating people on survival skills, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, yeah, and the beautiful thing is that there's so many free resources out there that you can build free websites.
Yeah.
You don't have to have money to do that.
No.
So that's always, like I said, you do what your budget allows for. And if you don't, I mean, we've already seen the contrasting picture.
Yeah.
In fact, now it's getting so bad that now he's trying to grab our youth, our children.
Yep.
Recently, I don't know if you've heard that Obama has called for longer school years now.
Yep. And also he started
to do away with summer vacation.
Yeah, he started indoctrinating students in the East Coast to pledge allegiance to Obama, not the flag. I saw that on Fox News about 2 weeks ago. That got my stomach turning. And then I found all these videos of youth, Obama youth brigades training for battle action.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and they're sitting there. They're marching in formation in red, black, and white uniforms. And nobody is like, nobody's pointing this out. Like, hey, look, we're just wearing the parties of the National Socialism Party, the Nazi Party. We're just going to go ahead and fly those colors, and nobody's the wiser. Nobody said anything. And I don't know if you've seen those videos, but they're sickening. They're sitting there marching in formation.
Oh, I've seen them. I have seen them.
And they're talking about how there's a new world order coming into view, and these are kids now that are being indoctrinated like that. It's ridiculous.
Well, yeah, and then you've got the radical left. I'm talking the mad dog radical left that are totally lock, stock, and barrel with this. You know.
Well, no, I think that's incorrect. The radical left are not at all in cahoots with Obama. And that's the funny thing, is that for some reason he's managed to appeal to moderates.
Yeah.
And the far left and the far right are really the only two people that are trumpeting the horn against this guy.
Right.
And that's the thing. We need to stop buying into that. There is no left-right paradigm.
Right.
The left-right doesn't exist. They're all the same party.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially. And
what's going to happen, and I guarantee you what's going to happen coming up in this election cycle, the 2010 elections, the midterms, is you're going to see a big shift from Democratic House and Senate to the Democrats are going to lose a bunch of seats, but the thing is that it's not really going to change anything.
Yeah.
Because all of the legislation is already in place. It's just going to need to be voted on.
Yeah, and basically we also have bigger chess pieces that are being shielded by the pawns.
Yeah.
So, that I guess what Alex Jones was reiterating over and over and over again in the Obama deception when I saw it was you have to put these cartels and all these extreme leaders in checkmate. You have to put them in checkmate somehow. And I'm sure people are figuring out a way to do it. It's just going to be a matter of time. But we don't know who they all are yet.
Well, we actually have a good idea of the majority of who these actual people are.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is look in your history book at who these people are.
Yeah.
Think about it. Who funded both sides of World War II?
Well, let's see.
The
Rothschilds, yes. Yep.
Who funded both sides of World War I? The Rothschilds.
Yep.
The Rockefellers actually had invited Hitler to come speak over in the United States.
Wow. Okay.
And Prince Philip of England was a member of the Nazi Party.
Right.
So the people who are basically, all you have to do is look at who's in charge of the banks and who's in charge of the old monarchies.
Right.
The few monarchies that still exist, like the UK.
Yeah.
And that's who's in charge of the New World Order.
Right, exactly. So it's old money, it's old power.
Yeah, and it's been and see, that's the thing, is the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the old monarchs.
Yep.
have been slowly and accurately procuring and consolidating wealth over the course of centuries.
Yes.
So it hasn't, and that's the thing, and that's why a lot of people who are you know, a lot of people who've been following